Hello, all of my sleepy bears. My name is Chronically Blue, and welcome back to episode 7 of Spyro. We have quite a unique story for this one. Just quite a bunch of different stuff happened with this one, and I can't wait to begin. I also just trimmed, so hair's just falling off and it's making my body itchy. Just like with the mutant fly that will still be here, I'm sure, once I'm done. I just get bug bites everywhere now. I didn't before, but I saw one fly, and now here it is. So, awesome. So we have an ice level here, and kind of looks like the Ice King, actually. We have some weird servants here that remind me of Strange World by Disney. But okay. There was no way they were that strong. That's just cold. Once we melt this guy, he can tell us some stuff.
Spyro, the ice wizards have imprisoned our leader, Shaman Tuck. Can you help us rescue him? It is urgent. He has our tickets to tonight's hockey game in Colossus Valley.
Well, if he has the tickets to tonight's hockey game in Colossus Valley, we gotta save him. Just don't talk to me anymore. I cannot deal with you talking or show me a cutscene.
If you get on the catapult, we'll help you across the chasm.
Will you? Will you? I don't think you will. So, quite a bit of different stuff here. What happened was I originally recorded this, and it was live commentary, which is why you're not hearing the clicky clacks in my controller. But what happened was, actually, what did happen? I forgot. Oh, that's what happened. I just remember now. What happened was, it was just after streaming and such, and my microphone was actually linked to my game capture and not my microphone. So I just had the game audio twice. I'm like, well, that's not what I wanted.
What? We'll have to climb this wall up ahead.
And so what happened was, I went through and immediately re-recorded it, but I was very upset and depressed and just going on about how, like, things don't matter, but you just gotta keep going even when a worse comes to worse. And I'm like, okay, people probably don't want to hear that. I think they don't want to listen to their uncle on Thanksgiving talking about how they're a disappointment, but they're going the right direction. So just hold out on them for a little bit longer. So I just took the best option here. I'm like, why don't I just re-record this again? Because it's probably for the best. Also, it's been so long since I've seen this video that I have no idea what happens here. So that's good. We have weird little bunnies that have just icicles stuck in their mouths for some reason. And that terrifies me quite actually. Although I did have another thing I want to talk about today, how I technically did not work today, which isn't great. So I'll be happy to elaborate on that. What happened was, I got to work, and I work from home, and I'm like, okay, I'm here, I'm on time, I'm gonna go ahead and do this stuff.
Hello there, Spyro. I could arrange for you to cross this.
I'm sure you could.
This small.
Yeah? How small's the fee? Is that 400?
Thank you, Spyro. Now I can buy that condo in Hurricos I've been wanting for so long. Go ahead across the bridge.
You could also buy yourself a new customer. I'm sorry, what? Was that a snake bridge? I am suddenly terrified. I hope we never see that again. If that is the final boss, that would actually be terrifying. That boss did more to my fear factor than anything else in this entire game. But I got in, I tried to log into work, and it didn't work. I'm like, what? Like, nothing changed. I check all my emails, and I just read everything, and I'm just like, huh, why isn't this working? So I kept trying, and eventually 10 minutes had gone by when I was supposed to start working. I'm like, okay, let me see what I can do here. So I submitted some tickets to our helpful department, as well as contacted my supervisor, and I was like, hey, nothing's happening here. And they're like, oh, well, have you contacted the department to get ticket numbers? I'm like, yes, I did.
This whole area is infested with creepy draglets. If you could fly, you might be able to help us get rid of them.
And they were like, oh, okay. Well, just stay by, you know. I'm sure it'll get fixed shortly. So I'm just sitting there checking my email every 5 minutes, waiting for an update. Just something to like, hey, we fixed it for you. It didn't happen, and it got to the point where after 30 minutes of me sitting there, I'm like, okay, this is stupid. I'm gonna go do something. And what that something was this is a completely different story that swerves into this one. I recently purchased Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 on the Xbox because now I have the Tony Hawk Pro Skater series. I have 1, 2X, 3, and 4, which I'm not gonna go for 5. I've heard bad things about 5. Unless it's super cheap, then I won't go for it. But it's just in case I want to do a Tony Hawk marathon in the future, or a live stream or anything like that. But I bought Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3, had some stickers on it, no big deal, and I got 2 packages, which I was very confused by. But I also ordered more than just one game, just not from this specific seller. So I get the first package, and it's really big, and to the point where I'm like, what? I checked, and it did have my name on it. So I'm like, okay, maybe this wasn't a mistake. So I went and opened it, and sweet goodness, the thing they never tell you is that some people really love tape. To the point where it took me more time to open the packaging than it did for a Sonic 06 loading screen. Times 3, okay? Just so much tape, even with scissors, and I was still having difficulties getting it open. I eventually got it open, and I saw a strategy guide for Blue Dragon.
Thanks, Spyro. Just hold tight for a second, and look out below.
I'm sorry? What below do I need to look out for exactly? I don't feel comfortable with you telling me look out below. Why are you getting up there? What is going on? Hello? That's not me consenting. Nope, stop. What are you doing? Oh, that's gonna be really cold. Oh! Right.
Oh, you'd think those guys could have got me out of here without rolling a 2-ton snowball onto my head. Here, take this crystal. I traded some hockey tickets.
I can relate to that. Like, we're gonna go to Disneyland if you behave. Yay! We behave! What now? I traded the Disneyland tickets, but here we can watch The Little Mermaid. I hate you, Dad. I hate you too, dear. So I opened it up, and it was the Blue Dragon strategy guide. And I was confused. I'm like, I don't remember seeing this on the guy's page, but okay. And then there was a game with it as well. I just tore it up on the side a little bit, not to do any damage, but just because there's lots of wrapping on literally everything. It was like it was done on Christmas. I opened up a little bit, I'm like, oh, that's Blue Dragon for the Xbox 360. I feel like this was not meant for me. And what I did was I sent them a message, I'm like, hey, I got the game I ordered, but I also got this as well. I don't think this is mine. I love Blue Dragon, but 1, I already own it digitally on the 360, and 2, I don't have a 360 right now. And 3, I didn't order this, so I feel like this belongs to someone else. And just for time reasons, this was on Friday, because I had it off for a dentist appointment. But, so, they were like, oh yeah, if you could send that back, that'd be great. So what happened was, as of today, because I woke up way too late on Saturday to go to the post office, because the post office are normally closed on Saturday anyway, for some reason. And they're not open on Sunday either. So I'm like, okay, well then I'll just go on Wednesday, because that's the next day that I had slightly off-ish. And they're like, hey, did you ever get that sent over? I'm like, yeah, you know, I didn't, but I'll be able to on Wednesday. And then So now we're back to the first story. So what happened was, I wasn't working for half an hour. I'm like, okay, this is dumb. I'm just gonna go and take this to the post office so I can at least get it done today. So we went to the post office and got it done, got it shipped. I had to pay for it, but it's no biggie. And I informed the person, gave them the tracking number. I'm like, yep, this will be here by Thursday. I'm like, oh, thank you. I'm like, yep, you're welcome. And now I'm just glad that, one, I did not wait. Two, I didn't stay and wait. Because that's one of the worst situations that I hate to be in. And two, I'm also glad that it got done. So one of the situations that I really hate to be in is when you're waiting on something, but you also have something to do. For instance, let's say you are waiting for a package. And let's say there's fudge pops in there for some reason. And you also have to go to the store in order to get something. That's time sensitive as well. But you know that the second that you leave, that's when the fudge pops are going to be delivered. I've been in that position enough times to know it's better to just go and do the thing anyway. Because you're going to be sitting there waiting for the fudge pops, and yeah, there is a chance that they could show up right then and there. But there's also a chance of them showing up 10 hours later when you could have gone to the store. So I'm just like, you know what, I'm just going to go to the store and I'll get the fudge pops when they're here. So, I got back home, and I was like, hey, I'm here.
You have saved us all from a grisly fate. Please accept this orb as a small token of our thanks.
So I was like, hey, I'm here. Did we get it fixed? And they're like, nope. I'm like, awesome. I'm really glad I went to the post office then, because then I at least got something done that I needed to. So then I just kept checking in. I finally got a hold of my soup, and I'm just like, hey, I can't do anything. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, just keep going. I'm like, okay. I've done literally all that I can, so not a whole lot I can do. I'm the kind of person that does, like, all the additional stuff before they're told. I check all the emails and do the additional training classes and all that jazz and see all the updates because that's what you're supposed to do. Most people just wait until the specific times to do it, but I just do it whenever I can.
I lost my pet snow leopard. I was busy fishing, and when I turned around, he was gone. I hope George didn't get eaten by the Draclets.
You have a snow leopard and a Draclet? How big is the snow leopard, and should I be scared of the leopard or the Draclets? Because I don't know what a Draclet is, but if it can eat a snow leopard, I'm a lot more terrified. But anyway. So I legitimately did not have anything to do. So I was just checking every half hour or so, waiting for an update, which didn't come. And then eventually got to the point where it was time for my regularly scheduled lunch breaks. I'm like, okay, I'll just go to lunch. And I just played some games for a bit and ate food like you would on a normal lunch. And after lunch, I got back. I'm like, okay, this has taken at least 4 hours. Maybe I did something wrong. So I went and I just like chat with a live person. And I'm like, hey, I can't get into this stuff. And they're like, huh. Have you reset your password recently? Nope. Same exact password as always. Huh. That's very dangerous. You should really change that. Yeah. I probably should. But it's a good thing I did not give out my password to anything. That is good. Have you put in tickets? Yes, I did. Yeah, so with this specific team, they're very busy, like always. So this will be done by tomorrow. What? You mean I'm not going to be able to work at all today and I have to wait till tomorrow? Yep. Awesome. Love that. That just makes me feel super duper. So
You found George. I'm so glad he's safe. I'll be sure to pay more attention to him from now on. All I have with me is this round, shiny thing I caught while I was fishing. You can have it if you like.
I would like. I'm sure I could use that. I don't know how, but I'm sure I'd like it. It goes to my numbers. Yeah, so that happened for some reason. And I was just... Anyway, so I've since just been watching YouTube videos, getting caught up on a Let's Player, and watching rerun videos that I've watched 10 times before, but I just keep watching them anyway because it's nice background noise. And just playing some games in general, just not doing anything specific because I'm just like, huh. So here we are. But these things happen, apparently. And this isn't the kind of thing that happens all the time to me. I am tech savvy. I know stuff and things. And some people do not. And so some people have stuff that happens very consistently. To which I'm like, okay, well, I hope you can figure this out. Or, you know, talk to the correct people because I have to do stuff. And so the fact that this happened to me, I'm just like, there has to be something going on. Unless it's something super simple. But I did everything I was supposed to, so I'm not sure what exactly happened, but okay. There's only so much you can do to prevent stuff from happening. Thankfully, it's nothing horrendous or damaging. It's just, yep, you have the wrong information. You can't work today. Whoops. I'm like, awesome. Love that. If you could have told me that I wouldn't be able to work today, back when I started working, that would have significantly helped me, as opposed to waiting to inform me of this halfway through the day. But you know, to each their own. To each their own migraines. It's just unique. But something else that's also unique is how So I have two Let's Plays going on. This one, the one that you're currently watching. By the way, thank you for watching. The other one is Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights. And what happened was I had 3 videos with the audio planned. 13, 14, and 15. I forgot what happened with 14. I would just want to say I accidentally deleted it or the microphone was switched off because I didn't realize it yet. So I deleted it. I went to go edit 13 while I was still waiting to hear back, and I put the audio together and I listened to it and I was like, hello, all my sleuthy bears. My name is Chronically Blue, and welcome back to episode 14 of Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights. And I hit pause, and I'm like, why are you saying 14? Maybe you're just dumb and accidentally said the wrong episode number. That has happened to me. It's possible. So I go and start putting it together, and I was like, last episode we spoiler, which causes spoiler. I'm like, nope. Something just happened and I just kind of don't have it. Oh well. So I have to re-record the footage for that as well. But I'm glad I at least have episode 14 footage. I mean, the episode 14 audio and the 15 audio. I'm just glad to have it all because that just... anything at all is very nice. I suppose I have been talking with a few people, and let's just say we're gonna have some new stuff coming up soon, which I'm always happy about. Of course, we're still gonna have the game grabs because I love the game grabs. They're awesome. It's like Christmas, and we actually have some new stuff that I haven't started working on yet because I'm waiting for some stuff to come together. But once it does come together, we'd be more than happy in order to look at it. What I'm currently doing right now in the game, the one thing that I haven't talked about, is we are looking for the final gem, which is really hard to find. And by really hard to find, I mean it is the last place that you look. So, but we have a new game that is coming up that we are going to be looking at, and it's gonna be the best way I can describe it. It's kind of gonna be a weekend Let's Play because that's the only way that I could possibly squeeze it in. because I don't think that this or Scooby-Doo will be finished anytime soon. But yeah, so once I have more time that I actually know I have off instead of waiting for stuff, I'll be... We'll definitely see some stuff about it. But thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you all next time. Thank you all for watching, Sleepy Bears.